Hi everyone, this is Ramona coming back at you. I'm making a twofer, but I'll probably upload this a little later. Okay, Maddie, Maddie, oh my god. This girl is amazing, and I'm about to talk about her right this minute. I don't know if you guys ever watched that show Dance Moms. Do you remember her? Maddie? I don't know how old she was at that time. She was probably like 11, something like that. I don't know. But she was one of those amazing, you know when people are just born to do stuff, that's all they're meant to do, like that one thing. Well, Maddie is all about just being a dancer. This girl dances from her soul. I mean, like, nowadays it's like all about praising singers and stuff like that. I've had it up to here, you know what I mean? But this girl, she's 13 years old now, and she's like absolutely breathtakingly beautiful dancer. It's, you know, that kind of dancer that makes you cry or just makes your eyes glued to the screen. It's just unbelievable. So I'm not sure if like Dance Moms is still continuing on, but now Maddie has gone off and she's doing her own, like, this is a business for her. So she gets jobs. So like the major job that she had was working with Sia, S-I-A. She's a singer, and this director is also an artist. She has a video out there, and she hired Maddie. And the reason why she wanted Maddie is because she had seen her in Dance Moms, and she said that, you know, that this, she's like, for herself, she was like, she knows somebody's real special when a dancer can make her cry. And I was like, yep, because I remember watching Maddie from Dance Moms, and she was just like the best in the class, and she's got a real gift, like from the soul, like, you know what I mean? Nothing. Like, I remember like a time when she like busted her ankle, and it didn't matter. She was just like, I need to practice all day, all night. Like, she's really dedicated. Anyways, check her out, Sia, S-I-A. And these are musical videos from an artist slash director, singer, vocalist. I thought, you know, because I had heard this song. This is how I found out that, you know, Maddie had danced in the videos and the music videos, because I had heard this song on Amber Walters, like a YouTuber. I had heard this song, and then I'm like, oh my god, I really like that song, and I went to go look, and I knew it was Rihanna. And I'm looking all over the place. I'm like, why can't I find it? You know what I mean? And come to find out, it's not Rihanna singing this, what is it called? I have it written down. Elastic Heart. Yeah, I think it's Elastic Heart. It's actually Sia, S-I-A, so I finally found it, and then I found Maddie dancing in this music video, and I'm like, oh my god, this girl is like insanely amazing. Go check her out. Vivo, check her out on Vivo, here on YouTube, or where else? I think there's other places where you can check it out, but you're here on YouTube, so you might as well go check it out. And okay, so like there's a series, right? So I think that there's like more songs that go along with the series, but the two that I really have seen and I really like are Elastic Heart and also Chandelier. And both of these are by Sia, S-I-A. So go check her out. It's frigging awesome. Her mom must be so proud. Anyway, so yeah. So I just wanted to make another video because I was just like, you know, my life is like really slowed down, so I'm not really doing anything. Like, I do spend a lot of time like looking on YouTube videos and stuff like that, so I thought that I would share and do some shout outs for some what I like to that I'm interested in, you know. Okay, but yeah, there's another YouTube channel that I like, and now I can't remember it. It's called like, would you snog, marry, or avoid? So look up that channel. Just put in the YouTube search, snog, marry, or avoid. Would you snog her? Would you marry her, or would you avoid her? It's basically about like makeovers. And they do this like amazing makeovers in the United Kingdom, Ukraine. You know what? Like a long time ago, I used to think that UK stood for Ukraine. Don't ask me why. And I felt so stupid. One time I made a comment. I'm like, oh, the Ukraine, you know. And they're like, it's United Kingdom, not United Ukraine. I'm like, oh my God. You know, woman enough to say, admit that I was wrong. And I'm like, oh, sorry, I didn't know. Whatever, but that's where the show originates from. I don't know why. They have like some friggin' awesome shows coming from the United Kingdom. A lot of them that I like. And it's so funny because like after I'm done watching them, I'm like, I do their accent, and I notice that I'll like, if the phone answers, I'm like, oh yeah, hello, yes, whatever, I'll do the accent, right? I'm not going to attempt it now. Oh, okay, so I was watching Trisha Paytas. I don't know if you guys know what Trisha Paytas is. Why don't you not? She's like very huge on YouTube. She has like a lot of channels, and she has like, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of subscribers on each channel. She's making like a lot of money, I guess. But anyways, she has like trillions of videos, and I was watching a video today, and she was like, because I've been watching her for like quite a long time, and when I first discovered her channel, one of her channels, I'm like, oh, I really like her. But then I was like, oh, I don't like her because she likes to troll a lot. And to this day, she'll admit that those were troll videos. But at the time, we didn't know that they were troll videos, and people are getting really irate with her. Like, you know, you're making us, here we are worried about you and giving you advice and stuff like that, and we're like totally like into your videos because based off of truths, you know, and come to find out they're not truths. They're just you being a troll. And she was like, oh, I'm so sorry about that. But anyways, like today, she's like completely different, and I started watching her videos again. I like really like her videos. Trisha Paytas, check her out. But anyway, she had made this video just recently, and she was like, I got really great news. She was like, I guess she's moving into a house. She's in real estate now. She bought a house and stuff like that, and that kind of gave me like reflection off of my life. And I'm like, okay, Trisha, really happy for her, but I'm like thinking like, let me plug this in because it looks like it's gonna die, my recharger. But yeah, I'm just like thinking, oh, I should be owning property, and hope I didn't mess it up. Hope not. Yeah, but then I got to thinking about it, and I'm like, we have programs here where they actually help you get like, you know, how to get your own home and stuff like that. But I'm like, you know what? If I ever got my own house, I wouldn't be able to live here. I would have to move there. And the only houses that I can afford are probably in the lower areas where, you know, in Boston. I don't really want to live out there. I really love my apartment. It's just, I don't know, just trillions. I'm really happy here, and I'm not going anywhere. It's just like me just watching other people like doing all these different things. I'm like, I should be doing that too. But that was a very fleeting moment, because I'm just like, yeah, you can't really like live your lives, or try not to at least. I mean, get inspired by other people and what they're doing and things like that if you're not happy in what you're doing in your life, you know. But you know, don't go past the inspiration if it's not right for you. I think that a lot of people tend to do that. Like, other people are like doing A, B, C, and D. I should be doing the same thing, and they're not even thinking twice, like, is this the right path for you? Because it may not be the right path for you. Maybe you're really happy with what you got if you stop and look, you know, or if it's something that you want to do, then inspire it and go for it. But don't just do it because other people are doing it, you know. That's just a message for you guys, because I don't really tend to do that, you know. I'm smart enough to like stop, and you guys are too smart to do that. But sometimes, you know, if you have like reminders of people telling you, like, just live your own life and be happy with what you get, and strive for better things, obviously, because you're never content. Whatever goals you have and you attain them, there's always the next goal. You're always stepping off the next, you know, like, that's just human nature. We always want more and more and more and more and more, like, so, yeah, I don't know. So, check out Trisha Paytas. You know, she's very mature now, and she's doing her channel differently. I mean, she's still a lot of fun. She does like a lot of different mature topics, you know, but hey, just being mature does not mean that you have to strip away the fun part, right? But down to basics, I think that she's down to basics, and I think that she's just being herself, and I am enjoying her channel again. Okay, so the other one, the other person that I like to watch here and there. I'm not like an enthusiast about his channel, which is the Miles Bears. I just wanted to make a comment about one of his videos that he made. Now, he's vegan, but his channel is not all about vegan. It's just he does like not live vlogs, but like vlogs about his daily. Oh, excuse me. He does like does different vlogs on his life, whatever he's choosing to do, you know, and he's got a pretty interesting life. I mean, he's pretty active. He does this and that and that and this, but he's vegan. And I mentioned that because, like, he just did a review. I'm going to guess, because he didn't say that it was like a review. He didn't say it was a review video for a product that he was getting paid for, which, by the way, you're supposed to announce that it is a paid-for product. Those are YouTube guidelines, their policies that you have to do if you're doing, like, a review for a company. But he didn't have that up there, but I know like a lot of other YouTubers don't do that. They don't announce that they're doing reviews. But anyway, so he says that he's this is his skincare technique, where, you know, he has the facial wash and the moisturizer, the toner, and whatever. It's called Manuka. I wrote it Manuka Secrets, Manuka Secrets, Manuka Secrets, and it's a honey-based product, real honey-based product. And somebody had left a comment underneath his video. Some people are like really bold to say these things, but they're like, didn't you just make a video about saying that, you know, you really care about animals and what have you? But his specific thing that he had said is that he got into veganism because of health reasons. He wanted to be a lot more healthier, and it kind of like it loops around, you know, comes full around, where, you know, well, if you're doing this one thing, you're going, you know, eventually you do care about the animals, and it is more propelled to be a vegan for the rights of animals and stuff like that. And so somebody had said, hey, didn't you just make that video that you're going to care more about the animals, but here you are promoting Manuka. I'm reading it, Manuka Secrets, which has honey. That's not vegan. And I'm like, She didn't want to say that it was a review, like, hey, are you, like, selling out? Basically, she wanted to say it. I didn't say it either, but I'm saying it here. Like, hey, are you selling out? You know, like, did you get paid for this, to promote this product? And so you're going to do anything, and you're just going to promote it even though you are a vegan, and you just made a video stating that you are a vegan now for the sake of the animals. Like, so I go like this, I'm like, yeah, it is vegan. It's honey based, it's raw honey based, and it's made by bees, live creatures, and yeah, so, you know. I don't know, but anyway, so check out the Miles Bears. I like his videos, okay, you know. The reason why I know about his video is because he's a spotlight winner, done by Nina Santiago, and her channel is Nina Unbraided. And I don't know about her channel. I used to really love her channel, and then kind of like a lot of her videos are for like the haters and stuff like that. So I'm just like, you know. So I kind of like was hoping that she would go back to being her regular self, which, you know, way back she was like super cool. Like, I really liked her videos, but then it was like all about the haters. All her videos was like about putting things in their face and stuff like that. It was always about the haters. I'm just like, oh, you know, come on. I come on here for some entertainment, not like, I mean, like, because I like videos like that once in a while. I do. I'm not going to lie. I like the drama once in a while, but, like, if your videos, every single video is about the drama, you know, I'm like, okay, that's, like, getting really old. So I unsubscribed, and then, like, I don't know, a couple of months later I checked in on her again. I'm like, okay, like, looks like she cleaned up her act. So I subscribed again, and I don't know, she's not the same. So whatever. And she does reviews as well, and she doesn't follow the YouTube guidelines either, where you're supposed to put it that I'm doing a review for this company. This is a review product, you know. So she's not. So everything that she does, the Miles Spears like does too. They do the same eating shows. They do. It's pretty similar, you know. But I'm just like, I don't know. He's like learning off of her. So whatever, you know, whatever. I should drop that. But who else? Oh, like my other favorite thing. Did I even write it down? What? Oh, have you ever seen that channel? What Would You Do? I like that channel. It's like so much fun. Like, okay, so I was just like going through the YouTube channel, you know. I was just looking around, and I came across What Would You Do? But this one particular video, and it made me cry at the end. I swear to God, when the one girl started crying, I started crying. So basically, it was What Would You Do, which is so they hired a couple of actresses in a setting. So like in this case, it was a store setting, and then they took a white woman who likes to dress urban, and then the store salesperson was black, right? And so it was just basically like acting for strangers around in the stores to see what they would do in a situation. And the situation is that this white shopper who wants to wear urban wear, and this black salesperson, they're like, well, why, you know, the black woman was like, so why are you trying to steal our style of clothing? Yeah, but you're white. You know what, like, you know, she was like, the white woman was like, well, do you have this, but do you have it in a different size? She was like, are you buying this for a friend? And she was like, no, I'm not buying this for a friend, I'm buying it for myself. She was like, okay, well, we have size not for you. Okay, you're not. You know, why don't you wear what you're supposed to wear? Like, leave our styles alone. I don't know, right? And so, like, now the real customers are listening into this, and so they intervene, and then, okay, so they're like catching them on camera, like their response to it, and it was just like really amazing. They did 3, and all 3 of them sincerely were just like, this is like the rudest, most ignorant, like, you know, like I think that like a lot of the times when people are raising up against racism, I think that like they do it for show, like a lot of the times, like, oh, and plus it's just, you know, I think that like some of them are just like, oh, it's just, you know, oh, it's morally like not right to do it out loud and like in front of everybody, like, you know what I mean? But these people were like sincerely pissed off. There was no show for anybody. They weren't trying to gain any respect from anyone. They just jumped in on the side of this woman who's the white shopper wearing urban wear because they sincerely thought it was wrong that she was being like attacked, racist. It was like a racial attack, verbal attack, kind of like, you know what I mean? And like the last girl, she was just like, let me compose myself. But then after the cameras came out and confessed that this was just a setup, you know, the girl just started bawling, crying. She was like, oh my God. She was like, I was just so upset on behalf of her. She was like, at the end of the day, we're all sisters. Like, you know what I mean? We're all in this together, and we need to support each other. It's not about skin color. It's about us supporting each other, you know? Because this world is like, you know, people are really up against each other a lot of the time. And it is. At the end of the day, we all have to just come together and just support each other. And in this case, it's like she was saying, in a sisterly way, we all have to pull together and support each other, you know. And she started crying, and then I started crying. I was like, I wasn't watching this so I can cry, lady. You know. But then I had seen other shows that they were putting up. It was like, it's really good. Go check it out. I'm not going to go into like the other one, but the other topic is that, like, what would you do if you saw a young 16-year-old and a 32-year-old truck driver comes in and is trying to maneuver this girl out the door, like, hey, you want to meet up and stuff like that, you know, what would you do? Would you intervene? You know, that kind of thing. So go check out that channel. The channel's called What Would You Do? And that particular video that I was talking about, it's called, I think I wrote it down. I know I wrote it down, but where? It's called White Woman Dresses, quote, Urban, What Would You Do? WWYD, ABC News. So go check that out. It's really awesome. You guys are probably like, okay, so why is she making all these videos about other videos, making this video about other videos? Well, you know, because this is what I'm doing in my life right now. This is it. This is it. So, yeah. So, I don't know, like, what's up with me? In lieu to saying that, like, yeah, I've just been kind of like floating around, you know. Oh, and I felt like so bad because I had stumbled across I was getting emails from my viewers, and I didn't even know that I've seen I've seen comments, inboxes, people inboxing me like months prior, and I never even got the letter. Excuse me, I feel like, oh, I don't gassy, whatever. I don't think you know that. So I just wanted to tell you guys, I'm so sorry. I wasn't ignoring your emails. I did not stumble across those. I don't even really know how I stumbled across them. I think it was just like when looking around on my channel, and then I saw, like, oh, and I got like really nice emails, like, people, like, they really, you know, really caring emails. So I just want to say I appreciate you guys, your ideas and your thoughts, your concerns, and your advice, and, you know, different things like that. I just really appreciate it, and I do read I read all of them, and I just wanted to say thank you for that. That was really nice. So one woman had said, I'm not going to say her name, but she basically had said that she likes that I talk about my life and stuff like that, and, you know, how I see through, you know, different things that come about in my life, and different ideas and different, you know, and I know that lately I have not been making those kind of videos. I know that I have not, but honest to God, there's not a lot of things happening in my life right now, and I really don't have any. I'm not really interacting with people. I'm just feeling like living low key, and I'm happy that way. You know, like, I don't know. I just feel like I'm at least at this phase of my life, because I know for a fact that things change. You know, I just know that, well, at least in this phase of my life, I'm not living internally. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you just gotta hang it up and just live on the surface. And I have been doing that, and it feels kind of good living on the surface. For now. I don't always want to have to stress myself out about like where I'm heading in life and what I'm doing and this and that. Like anything that's happening within. Um, I'm just happy being just floating about, just getting from day to day, and it's not even hard. I'm like, when I say I'm trying to get through day to day, that sounds like a struggle, but I'm not struggling. I'm just being, kind of happy right now. Okay, but like, here's something I can like share with you, which you're gonna like kind of laugh at. Okay, like, what I noticed, like, lately, like, yeah, like, so I'm not being, like, so internal, so I'm just kind of, like, living and expressing myself in a very, I don't give a shit kind of way. I just don't care. And it's just like, okay, like, I mean, in connection with other people and how they want to be rude with me and things like that, like, I don't internalize anything that people say, kind of just really shrug it off. And if I do step up and I feel like, because I always say, like, choose your battles wisely. And sometimes when I do choose a battle, you're going to get a battle. If in this case you have been rude to me, you're going to, let me just, like, I want to say it right, like, because I'm not really all about stepping out and hurting people, you know what I mean? But I definitely see that, like, the older I get, like, the more experiences I have, the more that I'm dealing with bullshit from other people, like, eventually you just get to that place where you just don't internalize it. And but I do, for me personally, it's like, okay, so you wanted to be rude and you wanted to step up to me and just be flat out rude, and you thought that that would come with no consequences, that I would just like shrug it off and just let it slide down my back like water off a duck. I mean, sometimes I do that, but sometimes, like, if I feel like you're just blatantly, disgustingly rude and you're out there trying to, like, make me look stupid and try to make me look, feel a certain way, you're going to get that back, reflected back at you tenfold. Without an exaggeration, you're going to feel stupid at the end of this conversation, So I don't know, just like recently, somebody had came up to me. I don't, because it is kind of like a personal thing that happened, but some man came up to me. I'm not going to know, you know what, I'm not going to say it because you're going to be like, damn girl, that was cold. But you also have to know that I'm generally not like that. A lot of the times, I'm like, you don't like me? I'll go this way. It's just not worth me fighting over. It's not worth me opening my mouth for. There's like a lot of times that people say, da, 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 and I'm just looking at you like you're a damn fool. And there's a lot of this, I guess, like, a lot of the times I stay quiet because, like, I think that if your stupidity is shining that bright, there's nothing that I'm going to be able to say to you to change how you're thinking and how you're feeling towards me in that moment. There's nothing I can say other than, like, keep it to myself, and it doesn't bother me. I just go this way. Oh, you don't like me? Okay, bye. And while you're sitting there huffing and puffing and I don't like her, I've already moved on. Like, do you know what I mean? But when I do choose to open my mouth, it's gonna be real cold. Watch it freeze up in this room because, like, yeah. So I had said something to that dude, and I made him feel real stupid. And I'm like, yeah, because he tried, you know what? Only because he made me feel stupid, so I made him feel 10 times worse. But I did stop and I thought about that, and I'm like, I don't know if I like that part about me, but you know what? It, you know why? Okay, so like the part that I didn't like is that, like, I look at the psychology of people and what's going to hurt you most, because that's what I'm going to attack. And it's like fast with me. It's like real fast. It's not something I sit and I like think about, what's going to hurt him most. It's like it comes fast. Like, I know what's going to hurt you most because, like, you know, I figured it out. I figured you out in the few moments that you were sitting here talking to me, trying to make me feel stupid and feel a certain way, in a negative way. And whatever response I have back to you is gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. Yeah. So he was standing there, kind of with his head down, like, damn, like, I can't believe she went there. Like, I hit home with him. And so I was just thinking, like, yeah, you know, sometimes you have to, like, accept your inner demons. Like, you know what I mean? That's a part of me. We're not like all sunshine and flowers. I'd be lying if I would say that. And that's just not for me. That's for a lot of other people. But I think that I'm generally a good person. But, like, I guess how people say, just don't step on my toes because it's gonna hurt you more than it's gonna hurt me. And so, yeah, I was just like thinking about that. I'm like, oh, I don't like being like that. But that's how you have to be. You have to be that way with certain people, because then, you know, I promise you this: he will never try to make me feel stupid again. You know, he may still not like me. He may still have some ideas about me, but I know that he's going to keep it to himself, because he knows, damn, I shot fire at her and she threw a bomb back. Like, you know. Anyway, so I was just thinking about that. Like, it kind of like shocked me. I was just like, I don't know, so but that's just me. Alright, so I'm just going to wrap this up. I want to make sure that I said everything I want to say. Yeah, so that's all I'm going to talk about. But please go check out that the most biggest one is that Maddie. Maddie is going somewhere. That girl was born today. She's only 13 and she's dancing like she's been, well, she has been dancing all her life, but she's dancing like she was born with the knowledge, you know what I mean, to be the dancer. It's like so natural. It's really interesting how people are born with a natural gift, and for them it's just like breathing, and for us we're just like, oh my god, years and years and decades of practice before we ever even reach a skin of that level. And for them they just do it. And Maddie is amazing. Go check out those two videos, Chandelier and Elastic Heart, by Sia, S-I-A, and look for the official videos. Sia, yeah. Okay, mwah, mwah, love everybody. I'm in a good mood. Yay. Okay, so talk to you guys later. Bye.